Hi, baby doll. Friendly reminder that you are a fresh grape all by yourself on a plate, no seed inside. And today we're going to be talking about the Bitcoin triple top. This is my dark curse prophecy scenario. I have a nice tweet here to show you because Bitcoin and gold are very similar in the types of people that participate, that they are commodities. They follow like these multiple year cycles. Shout out to Uncle Bobby Lucas, who's informed us all about that and how it goes. I want to show you something very interesting, friends. Have a look at this. So I have a scenario here. First, we're going to look at this. We're going to dive a bit deeper. So on the chart on top, it is gold. And if you notice, it's from 2011. It's a long time, okay? Gold peaked up here. Peter Schiff, absolutely euphoric. Like Peter Schiff, wow. Volcanic eruption in the you-know-where. So that was the first top. And then they kept printing money, but hey, gold went down. Then it came back for the second top. This was when they printed money for the zombie virus. And then it came back down again, and everybody thought, here comes a cup and handle. That's why this TA, friends, like, whoa, look at this. A giant cup, a giant handle, and look, we all thought, that's it. It's time for gold to go. This is now somewhere in 2022 because everybody was like, oh, inflation's getting out of hand, and they said it's sticky inflation, so now let's pop to the moon. And guess what happened? Goodbye, all the way down, fake out, fake up. So you've actually got four tops here, but it's really a triple top scenario because you will give up on the third top, all right? Now, why did I write four? Four tops is bullish. Do you want to know why? That's because, look at this, okay? Your first rejection hurts. Your second one hurts. But the third one, you give up completely. But when we come back for the fourth, that means we're actually going to break it. We are knocking on a door multiple times. So, but it's really three triple tops, okay? It's really a triple top. Now, I'm going to show you right now, if we actually go back down, have a look at Bitcoin on the bottom. We had a double top scenario in 2021. We had the April high, Dogecoin mania. Then we had the scam fake top at the very end of the year, the absolute fake scam trash. And then this is what I am expecting. And I'm going to show you why I'm expecting it. It's because it's a contrarian view. And if we go, and this is a Bitcoin BlackRock ETF run somewhere deep in 2024, maybe early 2025, somewhere here, we get a triple top scenario, and then we come in and we let everybody down again. And yeah, this is gonna make everybody angry. Of course, I don't like this scenario, friends, but there's just too many things telling me that this is gonna happen. Not people, but signs out there. I'm being honest with myself. I'm being honest just to share it with you and just to let you know. So, of course, the first thing is we have 100 million people in crypto, and I have here the adoption curve as well here for you somewhere. When you're looking at it, friends, don't forget that even when you are looking at a price chart, there's a story behind it and there is a history. There's people who also are looking at that price chart and they also understand why they're here. I've even written here, everyone is here for the casino. Traditionally in markets, this translates to it's already priced in. It's already priced in. So you might say, what do you mean it's already priced in? Bitcoin and BlackRock ETF. Doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. All that matters is people believe there is hope for the future. Once people believe there is hope for the future, they start buying now. Now, what I'm going to talk about to you is the long buildup of the entire crypto market, and it is coming from the past, and we're looking for any sign for the future that this thing is going to break it. Unfortunately, we have a 600x, and then we have a 100x. And then we have a 20x. If you notice, we're dividing by 5. This is just what's happening. We just keep dividing by 5, and we just keep going down. And even though this is the crazy part, all right? They printed infinite money. They printed plus 40% of the money supply in the zombie virus, yet we still divided by 5 for the returns. Isn't that crazy, friends? Isn't that crazy? When you think about that, we literally had a 600x from the low to the top. So that's 600x from here to here. And then we had a 100x from here to here. And then you would have thought, okay, we divided this cycle by 5. right? It's 600, 120x, you get the point. We divided by 5, but when we were living here, when we were like in the midst of the zombie virus and the bull market was just happening, like we were right here, right? I'm taking you right now into the moment. I'm taking you here to the moment, and we are looking right now. All we're seeing is this big part where we're going up, all right? We've had Bitcoin zombie virus printing. We've had insane printing, plus 40% of the money supply. This is why I genuinely believed we're going to go higher. Of course we're going to go higher. We printed plus 40% of the money supply, so we should go at least 40 to 50% on top of what the expected number is, but we didn't. We actually just plopped. We stopped exactly at that 20x where we guessed it would be, and then it plopped back down. So not only do you have 100 million people, not only is the adoption curve telling you that Peter Schiff is now actually using Bitcoin finally, but the returns are diminishing. Now, what we have coming up is also a difference in market mindset. Back then, when I joined, so I'm here conveying information to you. I was here on the ground floor. Absolutely no one believed in a bull market. And I mean 0 people. No one believed in a freaking bull market, friends. I remember some influencers and people, I'm not joking, they said their target for Bitcoin, their 10-year target from here, no, from actually 6K, 7K, their 10-year target was $25,000 Bitcoin. I'm not kidding. 10 years. By 2030, they believe Bitcoin will one day be $25,000. Couldn't believe it. Yes, that's what, and that wasn't at the very lows, by the way. That was when Bitcoin was like 6K. Okay, so it wasn't like super at the lows. They'd probably be like, it's never going up ever again. That's what they were feeling like here. We didn't have that now. All right, we did not have that now. I'm just being completely honest with you. This is my truth here to share with you. I was here, and I want you to know I'm giga turbo long all of crypto with you. I want this not to play out. I don't want there to be believers in this box. I don't want anybody to believe that a bull market would ever come and Bitcoin would ever go up again, or any crypto, because that means we are going to go up. Because that means the crowd has sold, and everybody who would buy as a weekend in the future, okay, if they are speaking like this, is, you probably wonder why. Why is it like this? Well, this is the answer. If there are people in this box of depression who genuinely believe that there will never ever be a bull market ever again and Bitcoin and crypto will never go up, if they genuinely believe that, that means when we do go up, they are more fuel for the fire when they buy back in and they get more excitement. It's like a slingshot, all right? But here's the thing. They did not say that. Yes, we were depressed. Yes, it was very sad, but they weren't saying there's never going to be another bull market again. They were saying it's going to be one, but it's depressing. It's going to take 5 years. It's going to take forever. But they still believed in the bull market. That means they did not capitulate. They're still in. This is heavyweight. Do you understand now? This is very heavyweight. This is not pennies anymore. This is not selling a diamond for a penny. This is selling a diamond for like a scratch diamond. It's not super deep capitulation in terms of mentality and everything. So when we go back up, yeah, there's fuel to the fire, but nowhere near the fuel that would be had they all capitulated. So the fact that they're still in, this tells me and you, this is information. This means that we're running out of euphoria waves. So it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means we are running out of euphoria waves. Euphoria waves is basically how far you disconnect above your fair value. And what's fair value? Everybody makes whatever they want. You can put a moving average. You can just look at the top to top, the bottom to the top cycle indicators. And the ROIs I just did, that's the euphoria, So 600x return, this is a euphoria wave, right? So this is a euphoria wave. And then this is a euphoria wave at the very, very end. So the returns are just diminishing. They all say the same thing. All of them point to the same thing. So this is just the truth. Obviously, I don't want it to be like that. I would love nothing more than if we repeated the 20x from here. Imagine that. Like, I'm going to do this number to show, we got a 20x, we get 330k Bitcoin, everybody's partying on the moon, okay? So this is just very rough to look at, okay? And BlackRock ETF is not what you think, okay? Yeah, it's going to get retailers in, but from my Dark Curse Prophecy video, they get retail in, so when they dump, they can then put in more draconian, more strict regulation and more controls. And they can pack their bags even more and other governments can buy. That's the sad truth, okay? Now, what's my base case? Well, I want you to understand that Yes, it's not 100% certainty. There is still this. It's still 60 to 70% for me. But I've searched, scouted all over crypto, YouTube influencers, and there are two other influencers, two other people out there who are bearish with me, but we differ. And I'm going to explain to you how we differ. So first is Steve. Steve from Crypto Crew University. Steve has a very, he's bullish, obviously on crypto like me, but he believes also, like me, that the stock market is in kind of this distribution phase where it's going to start doing these big ranges. And I'll show you the chart. I'll show you the chart right now just to show you exactly what we mean. And by the way, the next influencer, Blockchain Backer, he as well believes that same thing too. So if you have a look, you'll be able to see now. We'll have a look now. We'll just type in SPX and you'll be able to see what we mean by this giant range of the stock market. So it's no secret. Everyone knows in the stock market, let's do this 3 months. These are 3 months chart, friends. It's no secret that when the stock market has giant moonshots for 10 years, it does these disgusting ranges for a long time. And these are 3-month candles. Then you have giant moonshot, and then this was the technology boom, NASDAQ bubble, and then we do sideways for a long time, 10 years. Now we've gone up for 10 years. Of course, we can just go just a little bit more, but eventually come and pay the piper. And this is a long time, friends. This is a lot of pain. So this is basically why we don't believe we can go super, super up as much, because you know what, we've only gone up this much as they printed money and everything's going nuts. And that's the unfortunate reality of it. Now we can go up even if the stock market's going kind of down, but it depends, man, on what the crowd is thinking. And right now, we know, friends, they're all super bullish. You know that. So when it comes to the stock market, don't be fooled. Okay, the stock market, this is the greatest washing out mechanism ever. This is the S&P 500. It can go up here, break the high, touch 5,000, and then just come back down, break the low, and then come back. It might actually do something like this. This is why it might actually cause the Bitcoin chart. You see this? It did this in the tech bubble. Come back down for 9/11, 2001 tech crash, come back up, then GFC, break the low. You see this? It just breaks the low. The S&P 500 can be a very cruel, vicious chart pattern like this. Go up, break the high, break the low. Go up, break the high, go down, break the low. There you go. Congratulations. You've just wasted. This is 17 years, by the way. You've just wasted 17 years. Congratulations. This is disgusting. All right. So this is the unfortunate reality we're dealing with. We've had such good times. We have. And no one wants to hear that the party's ending. But it takes such a long time for the stock market. Such a slow-moving Titanic. So Steve's video and his prophecy, same as Blockchain Backer, revolves around this. He's got a 5.3 theory where you just see that everything is just dropping over time. And he believes Bitcoin will be around 79,000. But here's the difference, all right? The difference between Steve's and my view is Steve, for example, when he's looking at Bitcoin, okay, I'm going to get it up for you now. When Steve is looking at Bitcoin, this is my prophecy is this. Okay, this is what my dark one. It's if we go up and we hit this channel, and this was the channel I was talking about, friends. This is it lines up exactly. I want to draw it here for you. If we go up and we get this triple top and we come back down, Steve believes that we won't break Bitcoin, the high, the 100K, until after 2028. So he believes the 4-year cycle will continue for the 5th time. That's what he believes, okay? So it has to obviously do something, and then we finally come up after 2028. We eventually go up. So for some reason, I don't know why, this is just from everything I see, I feel like this cycle would be the one where we crush everybody. So we go up, we come down, we go up to 7980K, we form this triple top, but then, surprisingly, because everybody, this is what I'm guessing, right? Everyone's going to believe that the bear market is going to be here for multiple years. There's going to be multiple red candles. And I think in the midst of that turmoil, we go up and then we eventually get to 100K and we break cycle tradition, which is breaking the all-time high before the Bitcoin halving. That's what Bitcoin's never, ever done. It's always been that catalyst. So this is just my guess. You could say as well, hey, that's hopium. That's copium, because if we go up here, what's to stop us from not coming down for like years? Yeah, that can happen, man. That can absolutely happen. So you're also wondering, why do I have these two arrows here, friends? Traditionally, the Bitcoin top is 12 to 18 months after the Bitcoin halvening. Here's the Bitcoin halvening. You walk forward 12 months and you walk forward 18 months. Now, we don't know if we're going to peak 80K here or here or here. But something I can tell you is altcoins go nuts in this time, for sure. There is an altcoin mania. So that's why if you put a water pistol to my head and he said, I need you to choose, what do you think is going to happen? This is just my guess. That Bitcoin hits 80K at the end of 2024, somewhere, right? Or early 2025. We come back down and we make some sort of like lower high thing here. And this lower high is the big altcoin season, the mammoth one. That's why everyone thinks the next leg for Bitcoin's going 100K, but they don't know. So everybody's going to believe that altcoins are just getting started, when really what they don't know is most likely the stock market's going to send us all down. Okay. Now maybe Bitcoin, if what I did was I just drew this big channel. I just connected these. I just drew this big channel. And I do see a world potentially where this 2025, 2026 sucks. We go back down 30 to 40K and we come back up. And that's why I believe something like that will happen. Now, these can change. We are guessing. And I'm just trying to flesh out what I see now. But the main point remains the same. And the main point is this. When we get to 80K, you're going to have to take something out. I don't even care if it's 5%, 10%. Just take something out. Like, what if I'm right? Just take anything out. Take anything out, pay your taxes, and don't buy the dip. Just leave it on the side. I believe anybody should take anywhere from low end 10% up to 70% of your portfolio out there, just in case. Obviously, if we're right, hey, you win anyway. But if we're wrong and we go up and the friendship prophecy happens, you're great. But if we go down, man, alts are going to get obliterated, friends. And here's the thing, you're going to need money on the sidelines, because what if new narratives are formed? So yes, your favorite altcoins might go great, but what if in 2025 and 2026, what if there's new technology and new alt season type of behavior, new layer chains, something new? You don't want to be bag holding your altcoins down 90% potentially from that point, or minus 80%. You would rather just have stable coins sitting there. So obviously you pay your taxes and you don't buy the dip. You just leave it there and wait for this new type of alt season that might emerge. And then you'll be able to start fresh. Isn't that fantastic? So you get the best of both worlds in this scenario. Now, remember that the difference between me and Steve is just that Steve believes that we would probably break 100K after 2028, the next cycle. So we would repeat the 5th cycle. For me, I just wouldn't guess that. Why? I just kind of feel like this would fud so many people out. This would be such a giant disappointment that it would actually gear up for the next one, right? Just like we saw with gold. Now, the other person who believes in this big letdown disappointment is blockchain backer. BCB is also a great guy. BCB, shout out to Mr. BCB. So BCB is a very technical trader. He uses a lot of fibs, a lot of charts. And when he's looking at this, his main thesis also revolves around stonks, right? His main thesis also revolves around stonks, and he believes stonks are in a distribution zone. So what that means is basically range, okay? We're not bull market pumpermental. We're in a range, right? So a lot of the valuations are high for stocks traditionally. It takes a long time to turn, friends. So when you look at all of these together, that's the main difference. Now, does BCB think about 100K? He got asked about this, and interestingly enough, he believes that we are going to get scammed. So he doesn't know exactly what happens, same as us, and he's just guessing, but he thinks that if we get this first wave, this Bitcoin BlackRock ETF, anywhere from like 40 to 50K or something, he thinks that you should take something out, which is funny. I believe so too. If we just get this up only to the end of this year, we go to like 40 to 50K, I think it's wise. Take something out if you're in profit, and well, you should take something out anyway. Pay your taxes, leave it on the side, and then just wait, because maybe we get some scare. Maybe there's a recession scare that comes next year, because Bitcoin it'll be the Bitcoin halvening run, and no one will believe it, right? Maybe we actually sell off into the Bitcoin halvening. That's what normally happens. So we rally up before it, but no one will say it's the Bitcoin halving run. This is the beautiful part about narrative trends. That's how they trick you. So if Bitcoin goes up and then we go up to 40 or 50K, even though we're like 3 to 4 months away from the halving, people will not say it was a Bitcoin halving run. They are going to say it's the BlackRock spot ETF run. But what they're doing is they're just projecting what they want to happen. But most likely, it's going to come down, okay? And I can even show you this. This has happened in the past, friends. So I just have it right here. So the Bitcoin halving was here. You can see we ran up before and then we sold off. And we've also done it before, friends. Bitcoin halving. I don't have the exact dates, but these are all the Bitcoin halving runs, okay? So a lot of these, when you look at them from far, it looks easy. But when you're buried deep in it, looking at the news, you're not. So he believes, BCB also believes, he doesn't even have any real foresight, not that I know of, in terms of how he thinks this cycle is going. All he knows is we're in some sort of danger zone up here because of the stock market, just in case there's some sort of big stock market capitulation or something. But these are just guesses, okay? These are just guesses. There's nothing for us to worry about because remember, they're going to keep printing. They have to keep printing. Everything's going to be fine. Just that when we're trying to look at the future scenarios and what's playing out, he doesn't have a specific guess as to 100K plus or anything. He actually believes, main thesis is Bitcoin never breaks its all-time high ever again. All right. Or if it does, it's some sort of zip and probably goes down. So, if he was to re-clarify it. So, out of all the people out there, those two are bearish, okay, with me. It's funny, we're bullish first. So we're bullish first, but then we think the party stops early. I hope we're wrong, by the way. I hope we're wrong. Now, it's just funny that of everybody out there, everyone else is bullish, friends. I've just got to tell you one thing, man. I'll tell you right now, every single person says 100,000 Bitcoin and 10,000 Ethereum. Every single person. Not a single one has a target under it. We are literally the only 3 people who even dare to say Bitcoin will never touch 100K before 2027 or 2028. We're not touching 100K in the next cycle. No one else dares to say it because it's so like the narratives and the stories, and we're bouncing up and then we're seeing everything come and we're seeing a recovery, and Bitcoin didn't drop 95%. It only dropped 77%. You put all of these together, it's very easy to believe that, hey, yes, we are destined for that. But don't forget what I told you at the beginning of this video. This depression zone, right? I was here. I'm here to inform you. Everyone believed there would be another revival bull market again. Every single person. And most of the time this happens, this is bad. It means we have a lot of dead weight because the biggest seasons that came before were people who believed there would never, ever be an old season ever again. That's when they came. So, friends, there you go. I'm here to provide for you the truth. And it doesn't mean it necessarily has to play out, all right? The whole strategy, what can we actually do with this? It's just we have our little zones here, friends. So I'm going to draw another little rectangle. You see this little box here? If we zip up here, maybe get some out. If we eventually go to 79 or 80K, zip some out again. You're going to have to decide on your ratio. As we get closer there, we're going to talk more about it. But like I say, man, even if you got 10% out, 15%, 20%, it's not going to end your career, right? You're not going to miss the most life-changing big gains. Everybody's on the same side with you. So it's better to take this precaution rather than just risk it all. Because, if your favorite altcoins reject with Bitcoin up here, they're not dropping 30%. They're going to go, maybe they won't go the full 90% plus, but they'll go like 70 to 80% down. And it will be really depressing. And I promise you, if you have ammo, if you have stable coins sitting there ready to buy, you will, for the first time, you will be prepared. You will be like, hey, I don't feel good that the prices are going down, but at least I got something to deploy. You can DCA, right? It will save you so much mental turmoil compared to everybody else. Because what's everybody else going to be doing? Everyone's going to be saying that they're not going to take profit until their big altcoin crypto targets hit, that Bitcoin hits 100K plus, etc. Right? So we want to get ahead of the crowd. That's why you like, subscribe, press the bell button and all. Tell mum and dad, don't worry. It's all going to be fine and we're still going to make it. Catch you in the next one.